You just like, even when we're not doing anything basketball related, we'll just come, we'll hang out, whatever. Like he's my guy. It's tough.
Thanks, Zach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I missed the first part of that. Did you say you made a decision for next year? Or?
I haven't made no decision. I have to do, I think, what's best for me, because I have no idea how long my career is going to last. I have no idea what's going to happen in my future. But it's tough, like I was saying. If there was no money involved, I would come back to Purdue in a heartbeat. It would be no-brainer. This is my favorite locker room I've ever been in, ever. Any sport I've played in, baseball, hockey, basketball, any team, high school, AAU, club team. It's my favorite locker room I've ever been around in. So it makes it very, very tough.
When you look at the perspective that Dave's gone, Frosty's gone, but everybody else is capable of coming back and trying to do this again next year, is that maybe what you look at and when you're making a decision and weighing your options is like, man, that was a lot of fun, and it's possible to win a national championship with the makeup of this roster?
Yeah, I mean, that's been something I've been trying to think as little about next year as possible up until this moment. I was just trying to focus on our game. I was trying to focus on the season we're having. I was really trying to enjoy the moments that we were having. So that's something I got to take into account now. But like I said, I think I really have to just do what's best for me and my family at this point. I have no idea what that is going to be.
Obviously, you have to process this loss right now, but when this cloud kind of goes away, just all the things you guys were able to accomplish this year, winning the Big Ten and winning the Big Ten tournament, just what are some of the things that you're going to be able to reflect on in terms of the success that this team was able to bring to Purdue?
This team, it really sucks that it ended this way, but this is a team that exceeded expectations really all year, except for this game. We came in unranked. We were 5th or 6th in the Big Ten. People were saying, like, if we just make March Madness this year, it was going to be a good year. People were saying, we're really just playing for next year. We're just playing to get better for next year. I think a lot of guys in this room kind of took offense to that. I know I did personally. We felt like we had a really good team. We showed that this year. It sucks that this one game is kind of going to define our season, but I really think that this is a team that came out and exceeded expectations a lot of the time.
Zach, when they're fronting you that hard in the post, and then they have the guy coming weak side, like if you bring the ball, they're always going to swat at your hands. And just how difficult is it when they're just paying that much attention to you and then really just trying to take you out the game?
It's tough. They had a great game plan. They came out and executed it. They caught us on an off shooting night. They wouldn't be able to do that if they had found us on a good shooting night. But that's just how it is. It wasn't our night from behind the arc, and they capitalized on that. It's that guys low. That's no diss to any of our shooters. They put in an unbelievable amount of work on their shooting. You guys have no clue. Behind closed doors, y'all come to the gym at like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. There'll be a dude shooting on the gun. It's unfortunate that this had to be an off shooting night, but I have so much trust in all of our shooters. It just sucks.
So that trust is why you always make the right basketball play. Like when the numbers are in your advantage, you're going to kick it out every time. That's where that trust comes from.
Absolutely. Every time we get a shot from really anybody on our team, I have the utmost confidence it's going to go in. We have so many guys that can knock down threes at a high clip. It's just unfortunate we weren't able to showcase that today.
And then on the defensive end of the court, obviously this is a team that runs that 5-out offense, really draws you away from the rim. Just how tough was that, and how do you feel like you kind of performed in something that you really haven't done a whole lot this season?
It's tough when you're kind of facing something for really the first time this season. There's certain teams that kind of had some small ball offenses, like Penn State, and other teams that kind of went small, but they truly just had 5 guards and 1 face-up 4 out there most of the time. So it made it tough. I had to kind of learn on the fly a little bit in the game. I feel like in the first half I was behind like a few steps in some of the plays, but in the second half I did a little better on that. But it's tough, man.
What makes you talk about this locker room being the best you've ever been around? What makes this team the the best locker room that you've been in?
It's special, man. Like it's like most of us on the team, we're like this is like our group. Like we don't really have like a lot. We have friends outside of it, but like a lot of us are like me. Most of my friends just at Purdue in general are on this team. I wouldn't rather go to war with anyone else. We're surrounded by really good. I was surrounded by really good guys all year. They encouraged me when I was feeling down on myself. I encouraged them when they were feeling down on themselves. It's a really positive team. And man, it's tough. I just wish it could have ended different.
Thank you, Zach.
Thank you, Zach.